In a charged atmosphere at the Etihad, Manchester City found themselves in an unfamiliar position, struggling to break down an Arsenal side, despite dominating possession. The 2-2 draw left fans and analysts scratching their heads over Pep Guardiola's passive approach in the second half. Known for his tactical genius and often criticized for overthinking, Guardiola, this time, seemed guilty of underthinking his strategy as his team failed to capitalize on Arsenal's red card-induced reformation. The first half showcased City's usual attacking prowess in their 3-1-5-1 formation, but the second half told a different story. Arsenal's Gabriel netted a set-piece header, and Ricardo Calafiori struck a long-range goal, putting City 2-1 down at halftime. With a red card to Leandro Trossard, Arsenal switched from their initial 4-4-2 setup to a more defensive 5-4-0 and then to a desperate 6-3-0. Despite the evolving challenge, Guardiola's response was strangely inert. Guardiola's substitutions either came too late or lacked inspiration. With Rodri replaced due to injury, Mateo Kovacic took over, but other adjustments were noticeably slow. By maintaining a four-defender setup against an Arsenal team that abandoned their traditional attack, Guardiola's tactical inflexibility came to the fore. Defenders like Ruben Dias struggled in an unfamiliar offensive role, failing to deliver penetrative passes and instead taking ineffective long shots. Josko Gvardiol's role as an inside left seemed questionable given the lack of crosses, a directive Guardiola highlighted post-match. Kyle Walker's defensive lapses contributed to City's goals conceded, further compounding issues. Critics pointed to Guardiola's historical willingness to adapt, using midfielders as makeshift defenders in possession-heavy games. Yet here, he retained a defensive quartet ill-suited for breaking down a heavily defensive opposition. Even with the allowance of 5 substitutes, Guardiola hesitated to inject creative players into the mix earlier.